Hello YouTube, back again in my new workshop setup. Got a 200-year-old woodworking bench that survived World War II, was burnt down in the shop and restored by me just recently back into operating order, which is pretty neat, which was a lot of work. So now I have a woodworking bench and a lot more room because I cleaned out a lot of my junk. And there is Prince having a good time just sitting there and doing nothing at the moment. There's my old bench and this is my new bench. That's pretty cool. Anyway, this video is going to be about how to make exactly a copy of one of these boxes. This is a Viking style box and I'm going to make a replicate of it off of the dimensions I used to make this one so that I have two identical ones to set up in my camp. It'll look pretty cool. Basic design, you got your three hinges, you have your interior, pretty simple, rope handles, all glued and nailed to make sure that this Viking box will survive the trip across the ocean, if it would have to, but it's only going to go in the back of my van. It will not ever leave the country. So, yes, we're going to build one just like that so that I have two identical ones, and then maybe in the next couple of videos I'll be making several different similar videos on how to make boxes of this style. Simpler ones, smaller ones, and then we'll probably get back into shields, and hopefully I have a big project in plan for you guys to be able to watch. I'm not sure if this is going to work out quite as I've planned because I've been haggling now with the farmer to get this piece of land to actually build a Viking camp and a small farm, which would be really cool. So that's just something to keep in mind to look out for. I'll keep you updated on that. And here we have the boards. I kind of did some pre-work because it's pretty boring gluing boards together so that you guys can see that. It's just, you can actually go and purchase boards that are close to the dimensions that you would like to make. Now, a real quick word on these boxes. This one actually I made freehand without any plans or dimensions. The base idea behind a Viking chest is actually that there were no dimensions. They used the size of the tree they had available to make the box. So they used the boards off based on how much lumber they would get out of the biggest pieces to make the long parts, and then they used what was left to make the cradle parts, which all had the same grain going in the same direction all the way around the box. So the only parts that carry the weight of this box is the sides, the floorboard, and basically that's it. And the sides on the front and back, they just come together as extra components to make the box complete. But the whole structural integrity of this box is created through this cradle, through these three boards. And so they used basically whatever size tree they had available to make the size of the box it ended up with. So they didn't say, I want to make a box that's 1.50 meters. They just said, there's this tree and we're going to cut it so to get these boards, and then we're going to match each piece to each piece. So it was just a bunch of matching boards together. Pretty neat. So in this first video, the first step, I have some measuring done here, and I'm going to use a power tool. Yes, a power tool, no hand tools. See, Vikings of the age 2019, they use power tools because they can get a lot more work done more efficiently and not ruin their fingers and phalanges, so that they can continue to do lots of cool jobs for you guys on YouTube without having to get rusty and crooked fingers. So yes, we're gonna cut this board here in a second. Just stand by, and then we're gonna do the sides, and hopefully we can get to the cradle section. Hopefully we can get that done today before the neighbors come over and knock on my door or send me the police. Hey Prince, what's up? What you up to? Yeah, you're just checking out what I'm doing. Good job. Go get the hammer. I always need the hammer. Hammer's a good thing to carry around. So stick with me, and let me get this board cut, and then I will be back.